Welcome to the present. Moving forward, even though the season has not ended, we have like five more games to go, and we don't know how it will end. Man City has technically the advantage of 2 points, even though right now we are top of the summit. Haven't played one game ahead of Man City. It's not impossible we win the league. It's not impossible, but let's say how it rolls. So, as I've been speaking about summer plans, and they are saying they have a few ideas, and let me read it to you what Arteta had to say when it was questioned regarding the summer. uh we have to see where we finish first, which is very important. That's very important, so we can make the appropriate plans and to see what we are capable of doing in order to, meaning financially, you have to know how much the crown case and the club is willing to allow them to spend. See how we are going to make another step or two forward, meaning you have to improve on the positives of this season, which is very, very important. You cannot tell me whether we win the league or not. This season has been progressive. I understand some of you wanted us to win one or two trophies. I want to win, but there's context to everything. You cannot write off the season and say this season has been progressive unless you have your own personal agenda. We all love to win a trophy, but sometimes you can look at other empirical evidence to measure the success or non success of the team. And this season, we've taken one or two steps forward. You cannot deny that. This is empirical and there's evidence to what I'm saying. So we have to see how we are going to make another step or two forward, because we are not satisfied with where we are. Exactly, becoming satisfied. It has to be a progressive thing. We have to move to the next level. How do you move to the next level? You have to bring in quality players, preferably starting positions, players that can take us from this level to the next level. Meaning, you need world class players. And let's be fair, how many world class players do you have in the market? And out of those world class players, are those teams willing to sell those players? I don't think so. So you need to go and get players who are on the verge of getting to world class status. How do you recognize players who are on the verge of getting world class status? You can see them, i.e., Alexander Isak. For me, we need to go and get Isak. He's a quality player. Yes, he has a bit of injury history that is a bit concerning, but I think we can manage that. I think we can manage that. That play, Isak is the next thing. Is the next level. Dribbling, movement, pace, quality of finish, very, very little in front of goal. We have to get him. I know it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. And if you look at this tweet from Ben Jacobs, Newcastle are not planning for an Isaac exit despite AFC interest. See, there are a lot of things in life you don't plan for, but things just happen. Newcastle can waffle and say whatever they want to say. If Arsenal comes in knocking hard and are keen and back up their knock with the right finances, Newcastle will sell. I understand Newcastle have the richest owners, but they're not the richest club. They have FFU regulations they have to stay within, right? The likes of Tonali that they bought, who has been besieged with all these betting scandals, and they didn't go too far in the Champions League. They need finance to actually reinvest in their squad, even though they have the money, but because of the FFP, they cannot splurge. So they will need outside sources. They need to sell a few players to balance their books and to actually do some decent transfer deals in the summer. So they can talk all the stuff talk, and I'm sure Ben Jacob is regurgitating what he has been told by sources in Newcastle. I've seen Alex Ferguson do this when they go and take players from seemingly lower clubs. Arsenal have that audacity and authority right now. Go to Newcastle, speak to Isaac Scam, vet whether he's interested. If he's interested, you cannot keep players against their will. Alexander Isaac is not from England. He's not from Newcastle. So his loyalty, quote unquote, can be bought. We see most players are mercenaries. Let's stop it. If Alexander Isak was playing for maybe uh, Man City or Real Madrid, that would be tough. But for Newcastle, I'm sorry. He wants to win. I'm sorry. He will have said the generic, oh, I want to stay for a long time. I want to help Newcastle get to the next level. Players say this, but things change. So let's continue the rest of the tweet. It could be a different story for Guimaraes due to his release clause. Arsenal, Man City, and PSG have approached Guimaraes' camp to understand his intentions. Yeah, Guimaraes is a decent player. I like him, but I would prefer us going for Alexander Isak. For me, he's on the verge of going world class. He's a player that you put him in an Arsenal team, his levels goes to the next level. He's going to play with quality players. He's going to get quality assists from Saka, from Martinelli, from Trossard, from Odegaard behind him. he is going to be fair reward and he's going to enjoy playing for Arsenal. He is the most Arsenal player I've ever seen that is not playing for Arsenal at the moment. So Ben Jacobs can regurgitate what Newcastle sources are telling him. But after the season, during the summer, tones could change. And for Guimaraes, who has been linked to Arsenal, he's not a bad player, but I don't think he's a right profile that will fit the way we are playing. He's a very good player, but I doubt it, even though I'm hearing that Arsenal actually spoken to his camp to understand his intentions. But sometimes I don't think, in my opinion, is a small screen. I think Alexander Isak is the main target for Arsenal unless he how the summer progresses. I will still need a few more signings, especially in the wings. We need to bring in likes of maybe Nico Williams for Atletico Bilbao or Olise from Crystal Palace who are doing their things. And we still need to bring in a midfielder. Will it be Zubimendi? Will it be Guimaraes? We need to bring in those players that will take us from this level that we are to the next level. Not just players who will just come and subsidize us. We need marquee signings. This is not time for project signings, quote unquote. Sorry, project signings. We need players who will raise the level, players that can change the course of a game, players that can make half chances, full chances. Alexander Isak, Nico Williams, Olise from Crystal Palace. In the midfield, Zubimendi or Guimaraes. We need players that once they come to the team, and they have to be starting bet players. We need starting bet players in this transfer in this coming summer. So, regardless of what a lot of people are saying about the Arsenal team, that let's revamp the whole team. Are you silly? The team has made progress, massive progress. Second time compete for the league. Now, I'll be disappointed if we don't win the league, even though we're that close. But we are not far off. We are not far off Man City. Let's be fair. We are not far off Man City. So it's looking nice. It's looking nice, and the fact that the Cronkies are willing to back Mikel Arteta just makes the mockery of those people who are calling for him to be sacked because he hasn't won the league, without considering the fact that he's competing against the so-called best manager in the world, so-called best team in the league, but yet you want him to just stroll in and win the league. Like, we're all disappointed, but within reason. So it should be an interesting summer coming up, and I'm interested to see the quality of players. I am 100% confident we are going to bring in star players, marquee signings, like I said, players that can turn half chances to full chances, players that are difference makers, not just good players or top class players. There's no world class players littered, so you have to scout well and get those players on the verge of getting to those world class status. So let me know what you think in the comment section about the potential of this summer, the kinds of players you think Arsenal should be scouting and vying for. Let me know. If there are other players, there's Gutierrez from Sporting Lisbon. I like him, even though I have my reservations about him fitting into the Premier League. But you can tell he's a goal scorer. He knows where the goal is, shooting, running, passing, being the right position for him to score. He has it. But will he fit in the Premier League? I don't know. But we know he has played the Champions League and he scored a lot of goals. So let me know your own options of quality of players that can take us to the next level, not just basic players, not just top class players that are considered mavericks, players on the verge of turning world class. Let me know in the comment section. So like the video on your way out, very, very important, and subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. I will appreciate that, and make sure you turn on your notification bell, very important. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.